Welcome to Checkbook NYC. This is an overview on how to find a pending contract. Let's begin our search from a vendor point of view. Let's pretend that you're a representative from Slattery Skanska, Gottlieb Skanska, Tully Construction JV, and would like to see if your pending contract is still pending or has in fact been registered. If you have your 11-digit contract number, this is the same 11-digit contract number that you would have previously used in the Clearview website. You can type it into the Smart Search bar preceded by an asterisk. The Smart Search bar can be used to search contract numbers, vendor names, and agency names, but right now, let's start with a contract ID number. So you'll type in your 11-digit contract number preceded by an asterisk into the Smart Search bar and hit Search. The system will bring you a transaction page with a narrow down faceted search capability. From the left, narrow down your search, choose Contracts, and then you will see the option by status. Choose Pending, and you'll see that there is only one pending contract available. Note the receive date. The receive date is the date that the contract was received by the comptroller. Now say you would like to view detailed information about this particular contract. Just click on the contract number hyperlink, and the page will refresh with general information about that particular contract. Here you can scroll down and view all of the spending against the contract, and a little further down under Contract History, you can view the different versions of the contract, including its presently pending status. Another way to look for your contract is by vendor name. Just type your vendor name into the Smart Search bar. For this example, we'll use Slattery Skanska, Gottlieb Skanska, Tully Construction JV. Just type Slattery Skanska into the bar and then choose it from the drop-down menu. You will be taken to a transaction page with narrow-down faceted search capability. From the left, narrow down your search, choose Contracts. Then you will see the option by status. Choose Pending, and you'll see that there is one pending contract. What if you're a vendor and you have your whole 17 to 18 character contract ID? First, the Checkbook NYC system identifies a contract using a contract type identifier. This is the code that lets us know if it's a master agreement, a standalone contract, or a revision to a contract. These identifiers are MMA1, MA1, MAR, CTA1, CT1, and CTRs. This identifier is followed by the agency code, which lets us know which agency the contract is for. So let's take an example. Let's look at the first contract on our pending expense contract page and break it down. CTR 826 2007 004 1908. CTR indicates that this is a change to a CT1 contract. 826 is the agency code, in this case, the Department of Environmental Protection. 2007 004 1908 is the rest of the contract ID number that you will be familiar with from the Clearview website. These three elements together is what we consider a contract ID in Checkbook NYC. So let's say you have the complete contract ID number. First, from the Contracts application, take your cursor to the right-hand side of the page and click on Advanced Search. In the Advanced Search window, click to the top drop-down Status menu and choose Pending. Then type your complete contract number in the Contract ID field. Entering any one of the three parts in the Advanced Search will not work. For Advanced Search to work, it must be the entire 17 to 18 character ID. Click Submit. The system will take you to a Pending Contracts transaction page. Here, you can view all of the pertinent information about your pending contract, including received date, or you can click on the Contract ID hyperlink to be taken to a detailed contract history page. Now let's say that you want to see what agencies have pending contracts. Make sure in your upper navigation bar that you are in the Contracts application. If we scroll down to see the bottom navigation bar, we can see that it displays different types of contracts. To the far right are two boxes for pending contracts. Click on the Pending Expense Contract box. Now we're going to bring our cursor to the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Underneath the Home and Trends buttons is Citywide All Agencies. Click on Citywide All Agencies to display all of the agencies. Simply scroll over to find the agency you're looking for. For this example, we'll use Department of Social Services. By clicking on Department of Social Services, my screen refreshes. If we scroll down to the bottom navigation bar, we can look at the 2 pending contracts domains. You can see that this agency has 36 pending expense contracts and 1 pending revenue contract. If we click on the domain that reads Pending Expense Contracts, the page will refresh on only pending contracts. In the tables, you can see pertinent information about the contracts. Clicking on the plus sign will allow you to view up to 150 contracts. You may want to go further and click on the Details hyperlink to reveal all of the pending contracts. Once I'm on the detailed transaction page, I can export my information into an Excel spreadsheet to easily navigate to the information that I need to find. So let's go ahead and export the file. I will click on the Export hyperlink, choose All Pages, and then download the data. At this point, I can easily filter the data to see all of my pending contracts and their individual receive dates. It is important to note that a contract has 30 days from the time it is received to be registered, or you can choose from an expanded list and click on one that you would like to view, and you'll be taken to a detailed contract history screen. There may also be a time when you would like to view all pending contracts in the city. First, go to the Contracts application and then bring your cursor to the right side of the bottom navigation to the Pending Contracts domains. If you are looking for a pending master contract, you will want to look at the top 5 master agreements table. If you are looking for a standalone contract, you will want to look at the top 5 contracts table. Let's pretend you know that you are looking for a standalone contract. We're going to scroll down to the standalone contracts and then click on the plus symbol and expand the selection to the top 150. Please note there are 415 standalone contracts, and these are just the top 150. So if I don't see the contract I'm looking for, I may want to click the Details hyperlink to reveal all of the contracts. Once I am on the detailed transaction page, I can narrow down my search, and then I can export the information into an Excel spreadsheet to easily navigate to the information I need to find. So let's go ahead and export the file. I will click the Export hyperlink, choose All Pages, and then Download Data. At this point, I can easily filter the data to see all of my pending contracts and their individual receive dates. It is important to note that a contract has 30 days from the time it is received to be registered. Let's take a closer look at one of these pending contracts. We can click on the Contract ID number hyperlink, and a detailed contract page for this pending contract will show up. As soon as a pending contract gets registered, it leaves the pending contract environment. If you cannot find your contract, it may be in the registered expense contracts.